introduce yourself.
Ji.
A very good morning, one and all present here. I, Satyam Khare, welcome you all on behalf of ISF College of Pharmacy in the ISFCP Dialogue Series 2023 under the aegis of IQAC and IIC of ISFCP Moga Punjab. So, dear friends, today we have Dr. Akhlesh Kumar Singhai, sir, as our expert of the day. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
In present, Dr. Akhlesh Kumar Singhai, sir, working as Director and Dean Academics, School of Pharmacy, L.N.C.T University, K.Town, Kolar Road, Bhopal. Sir has more than 21 years of experience in academics as well as in research, and also has 14 years of experience in pharmaceutical industries as well as. Dr. Singhai has so many research publications and presentations also in the field of pharmacy, around 297, like in international journal, he has 17 publications. In Indian journals, he has 110 publications. In pharma magazines, he has 62 publications. He attended 71 conferences and symposium. Presentation in FDP, he has 37 presentations. He also has some of the books, publications too. He published around 8 books, 1 book chapter. He filed 8 patents. He has mentored numerous students in MPharm, around more than 83 students. He also mentored 5 students in PhD. He also grant funding for 1 MOD ROBS, 3 conferences, 2 workshops, 2 FDP, and 1 STTP. And he also has 1 research project too. He organized 9 conferences, 4 workshops, 6 seminars. His academic qualifications like that. Dr. Akhlesh Kumar Singhai, sir, has done his doctoral research, PhD in Pharmaceutical Sciences in year 1993 from Dr. H.S. Gaur, Vishwavidyalaya, Sagar, Madhya Pradesh. And his PhD guide was Professor Dr. N.K. Jain, and his area of research is solubilization. He has done his master's degree MPharm in the stream of pharmaceutics in 1987 from Dr. H.S. Gaur, Vishwavidyalaya, Sagar, Madhya Pradesh. He has done his bachelor's degree B.Pharm in 1985 from Dr. H.S. Gaur, Vishwavidyalaya, Sagar, Madhya Pradesh. And he also done a postgraduate diploma, that is PGDPM, in 1989, part-time, in production management from Marathwada University, Aurangabad, Maharashtra State. He is a life member of so many associations in India like APTI, ISTE, IPA, IPGA, IHPA, FHER, APP, A.I.C, and various other social institutions. So before we start, so guys, Dr. Singhai sir has a very vast experience as academic and research in the field of pharmacy, and hope today's lecture will be very beneficial for the pharma professionals as well as the students of pharmacy who want to join the packaging industry. Dear sir, please, you can start your lecture now.
Thank you, Satyam, for introducing me. Today's topic for discussion is pharmaceutical packaging. When we discuss about pharmaceutical packaging, it becomes a very specialized area because packaging for pharmaceuticals is not an easy task. It's a very critical part of the formulation, that the life of the formulation or the shelf life is directly related with the packaging and aspects in which the packaging has been considered. So it's very important that we should know that what packaging is. Packaging can be defined as the collection of different components which surround the pharmaceutical product from the time of production until its use. That means the uh, formulation, when it is packed and until it is consumed by the patient, it is the role of package. Packaging is the science, art, and technology of enclosing or protecting products for distribution, storage, sale, and use. When we discuss packaging, it is called art and technology as well as science, because science is the systemic and methodological approach, as well as it's an art because packaging pharmaceuticals, it inculcates many aspects that is as an art, and again it's technology how the pharmaceutical products can be enclosed for protecting the products. Components of a package mainly contains 6 components: this container, closure, carton, leaflet, label, and corrugated boxes. The next step, when we discuss about the package, it's important to highlight the functions of a package. Pharmaceutical packaging can be defined as the economical means of providing presentation, protection, identification, information, convenience, compliance, integrity, stability of the product. So the first aspect becomes the presentation, that good presentation of the product. Protection by packaging, the protection, maximum protection to the product can be given. Identification, it is the main role of the package, that how the product can be identified for its components which are inside the package. We have the information from a package, convenience of the use by the patient, by the physicians, then the compliance with the regulatory compliance for the products, integrity of the product, and the stability of the products. These are the main eight functions of a package. Packaging is one of the most important part of pharmaceutical industries. Quality maintenance is major role played by packaging material. Along with that, it gives pharmaceutical elegance and convenience to the user, to the product. Many times the packaging is become a unique and ideal identification for some of the brands in the market. Quality control of such important part is also a very valuable work. In the pharmaceutical industry, it is vital that the package selected adequately preserve the integrity of the product. The selection of a package is very important aspect. Therefore, it begins with a determination of the product's physical and chemical characteristics, its protective needs, and its marketing requirements. So before finalizing a package, it is very important that its physicochemical properties to be considered by the research scientist, as well as what are the needs for a product to be packed. So its protective needs are to be considered and reviewed, and the marketing strategy, what type of product require which type of marketing strategies, that is very important. The materials selected must have the following characteristics. The material must meet temper resistance requirements. The material must be FDA approved, but they must be non-toxic. They must be non-impart. This should not impart the odor and taste to the product which are enclosed inside. The package must not be reactive with the product. They must protect the preparation from environmental conditions. The material selected must have the following characteristics. As we discussed about the functions of the packaging, in that the identification, packaging greatly helps in identification of the product. Protection of the product, by packaging protects the contents of a product from the spoilage, breakage, leakage, etc. Facilitating the product use of product, packaging should be convenient to open, handle, and use for the consumers. That means if any product is for the use of repeated open and closing, it should be convenient to the patient or the user. It should be easy to handle the container or the package, and the use of the for the use of the consumers. Product promotion, packaging also used for the promotional and attracting the attention of the people while purchasing, because sometimes when the many products are available in the market, all are equivalently effective, maybe having the same cost range, but the promotion of the product may attract the customers in the market, may attract the attention of the physicians who are prescribing the medicines just only because of the packaging. The objectives of packaging, it should protect against all adverse external influences that can alter the properties of the product. It is the very basic objective of the packaging, that it should protect against all adverse external influences that can alter the properties of the product. So the integrity of the product depends on the selection of the package. It should protect against the biological contamination. The package should protect against physical damage. It should carry the correct information and identification of the product. It should be temper evident, child resistance, and it should also be anti-counterfeiting. Package is a bridge connecting the production with the marketing. So in conclusion, it is called that packaging is a bridge connecting the production with the marketing. The selection of packaging for a pharmaceutical product is dependent on the following factors: the nature of the product itself, its chemical activity, sensitivity to the moisture and oxygen, compatibility with packaging material, that the material which is going to be packed or be formulated, the components of a formulation, whether they should will be compatible with the different components of the package. The type of patient, is it to be used by an elderly or arthritic patient or by a child? So it's a very important aspect that when the package is decided, it is to be considered whether it is for an elderly person or for any child or any person who is having the problem or arthritis. The type of dosage form, depending on the type of dosage form, maybe the solid dosage form, liquid dosage form, or even in solid dosage forms, maybe the tablet, capsule, or other dosage forms. In case of liquid, different varieties of the products. Then, if they are sterile products or the inhalers or aerosols, the selection of the package will depend on the type of dosage form. Method of administering the medication is another aspect that which route will be suitable for the product, and on that basis the type of the package to be decided. Required shelf life, the objective of shelf life considering that the type or selection of the package, then the product use, such as for dispensing or for an over the counter. If the same product is for two different purposes, the selection of the package may be considered considering the type of the utility of the product. The ideal package, then after discussing the functions, its objective and criteria of package, it's the matter of discussion that what are the different objects or parameters to be a package as considered as an ideal package. The perfect pharmaceutical package should have all of the following characteristics. It should meet the current legal requirements, then compatible with the product. It should protect against contamination from the environment. It should control the product's environment, protect against contamination from the environment, and reversely, it should control the product's environment. That means the product in which package it has been covered or enclosed, it should resist the mechanical damage during transportation or handling. It should resist the mechanical damage. Sanitary conditions, tamper proof. It should be attractive, convenient for the use. It should be inexpensive, and lightweight becomes the priority for selecting the package, then environmentally sound. So these are all 12 parameters are for consideration for by research scientists in formulation development department when they think of the existing product or any new molecule which is to be launched in the market, that what type of package will be suitable, which will be economical, as well as it will be the attractive package in the market. So both the things have to be balanced, that economy as well as all the criteria of an ideal package they should meet. Types of packaging, then we come to the type of packaging. Broadly, it is divided in three types: primary packaging, secondary packaging, and tertiary packaging. Primary packaging is the material that first envelops the product and hold it. This usually is the smallest units of distribution or use. For example, aerosol spray can or blister pack or bottles of the syrup. When we purchase the bottle of the syrup, if it is without carton, it is considered as the primary packaging. Secondary packaging is outside the primary packaging, perhaps used to group primary package together, boxes and cartons. In few of the products in the market which are available as syrup, or we see the Jandumam available in market, it is available in the cartons. Then the primary packaging is inside, the bottle is inside. So the purpose of secondary packaging is that it is covering the primary package inside it. Tertiary packaging is used to bulk handling and shipping. For example, corrugated boxes, barrels, containers, edge of protectors. So once the primary package is packed inside the secondary package, then the group of these, or the number of particular number of bottles, maybe the 12 or 20 or 50, they may be grouped and packed in a big pack, that may be the corrugated box or some other type of material, that becomes the tertiary packaging. In primary packaging, which are in direct contact with the product for example, bottles, closures, blisters. Primary containers must protect the medicine from damage and from extragenous chemical and microbial contamination. It should support the use of product by the patient. Primary containers must not allow product leakage, chemically react with the product. They should not release the components and uptake product components. In case of secondary packages, additional packaging material that improves the appearance of the product, that is of the primary packaging primary container, and include outer wrappers or labels that do not make direct contact with the product. They are secondary packages. They also can supply information about the product and its use. They should provide evidence of tampering with the medicines. Primary packaging material, primary containers, then these are secondary containers. Then tertiary packaging mein, these are examples of tertiary packaging material. Corrugated fibers packaging in tertiary packaging, then paper and board packaging, plastic packaging. Types of packaging materials, that the other part of this packaging of pharmaceuticals used for pharmaceutical packaging. Broadly, these are glass, plastic, metals, paper or cardboard, and rubber. Glass is the preferred packaging material. Glass does have several advantages. It is inert to most of the medicinal products. It is impervious to air and moisture. It allows easy inspection of the container which are inside that or the contents. It can be colored to protect contents from harmful wavelengths of the light. Glass containers are easy to clean and sterilize by heat. It is available in various shapes containers. That means someone has the flexibility of the shape with glass containers. Some disadvantages are also with glass containers that sometimes make it number two, considering the plastic as the primary packaging material and the advantages of that. So in disadvantages of the glass, fragile. It's the most important drawback with the glass. Glass fragments and cracks easily. Expensive in comparison to the plastic. By weight, they are considered to be heavy because the cost of transportation is more in case of glasses, because the transport is on weight basis. Certain types of glass release alkali into the containers contents. That is again the very important drawback, that the release of alkali that may affect the stability of the products. The chemical stability of glass for pharmaceuticals use is given by resistance of the glass to the release of soluble materials into water contacting the glass, that is known as hydrolytic resistance. In glass, we have the varieties: type 1 glass, type 2, 3, and type 4 glass. Type 1 glass is borosilicate glass. The composition of borosilicate glass is mainly neutral glass. Boro glass contains silicon dioxide, that is SiO2, and boron oxide. It has certain advantages and it is preferred for that reasons. It possesses high hydrolytic resistance. It is the most inert type of pharmaceutical glass. It has the lowest coefficient of thermal expansion and hence suitable for sterilization by heat for ampoules and vials. Because of that, it is preferred for the packaging of sterile products. In disadvantages, it has very high glass transition temperature, so it needs complicated processing while it's manufacturing, and therefore it becomes expensive. In its uses, type 1 glass is suitable for packing all pharmaceutical preparations. It is widely used as glass ampoules and vials to package fluids for injection. In contrast to other types of glass, that is type glass 2 and type 3, this type has no little amounts of basic oxides, so it is used to package solutions that could dissolve basic oxide in the glass, and that merit make it suitable for most of the sterile products. Type 2 glass is treated soda lime glass. The composition of this is soda lime silica glass, that is Na2CO3. Soda is used to decrease the transition temperature of the silica, which was the drawback of the type 1 glass. However, soda would increase water solubility of silica. Soda lime is used to increase the hydrolytic resistance. This type would also contain other oxides. In advantages, this glass has a lower melting point than type 1 glass. It is thus easier to produce and consequently cheaper than type 1 glass. High hydrolytic resistance of this type of glass is due to the surface treatment of the glass. It can be used to package aqueous preparations. However, it contains basic oxides. It is not used to package parental preparations and or formulations with a pH more than 7, less than 7, because the acidic, in case of acidic solutions, this would increase the pH of the formulation and could affect the drug stability and the potency. It is the glass used to produce containers for eye preparations and other dropper bottles. So the eye droppers or eye preparations, ophthalmic preparations, they are preferred for type 2 glass. In type 3 glass, that is soda lime glass, the composition of soda lime glass is soda lime with silica glass. It has a similar composition to type 2 glass but contains more leachable oxides. That is the main drawback in case of type 2, that is the leachable glass oxides are less in case of that, but in case of type 3 glass, the percentage of the leachable oxides is more. Properties and uses: type 3 glass offers only moderate resistance to leaching and is commonly used to produce dispensary metric medical bottles. It is also suitable for packaging non-aqueous parental products and powders which are used for injections, that is the dry injections. In the type 4 glass, that is called general purpose glass, these are general purpose glass, soda lime glass. They are intended for packaging of non-parental products like products intended for oral or topical use. So we have discussed about all four type of glass with their advantages, disadvantages, their compositions, their merits, and their uses, that which type of glass can be used in which type of preparations. Colored glass. For photosensitive products, these are preferred. USP specification for light resistant containers requires that glass to provide protection against 290 to 450 nm of the light. Amber color glass is preferred, which meets these above specifications, but iron oxide added to produce this color leach in the products, so that becomes the problem for selecting the amber color bottles for such type of products. Only amber glass and red glass are effective in protecting the contents of a bottle from the effect of sunlight by screening out harmful ultraviolet rays. Types of glass containers: bottles. These are either uh, amber metric medical bottles or ribbed oval bottles. Both type is supplied with a screw closer. Amber metric medical bottles are used for packaging a wide range of oral medicines, while ribbed oval bottles are used to package various products that should not be taken orally. This includes liniments, lotions, inhalations, and antiseptic solutions. Containers for parenteral products. Small volume parenteral products such as subcutaneous injections are typically packaged in various containers made of type 1 glass, glass ampoules for single use, multiple dose vials for more than one dose. They are uh, used for type 1 glass. Ribbed bottle glass, then metric medicine bottle, which is used, both are used by screw capped cap. Type of glass containers and jar. Powders and semi-solid preparations are generally packed in wide-mouth cylindrical jars made of clear or amber color glass. Dropper bottles, eye drop and ear drops and dropper bottles for ear and nasal use are hexagonal shaped amber color glass containers fluted on three sides. They are fitted with a cap, rubber teeth, and dropper as the closer. Then another second material is plastic. plastic as packaging material. Two classes of plastics, thermosets, that is screw cap, and thermoplastics. The advantages of plastics for as a packaging material: in few aspects, it is better than glass. In few aspects, glass is better than plastic. Really, an advantage of plastic: release few particles into the product, flexible and not easily broken. Plastic containers are of low density and thus light in weight. Plastic containers can be heat sealed. They are easily molded into various shapes. They are suitable for use as container closure and as secondary packaging material. They are cheap in comparison to sometimes the type of glass. Certain disadvantages also there with plastic. They are not as chemically inert as type 1 glass. Sometimes plastic undergo stress cracking and distortion from contact with some chemicals. Some plastics are very heat sensitive, because in plastic we have wide variety in composition of the plastic. So some have are heat sensitive. They are not as impermeable to gas and vapors as glass. They may possess an electrostatic charge which will attract the particles. Plastic as packaging material have additives of the plastic which are easily leached into the product. Substances such as active drug and preservatives may be taken up from the products. So these are some important drawbacks of the plastic as packaging material. It's the comparative chart for plastic material and use in pharmaceutical packaging. Plastic polymers, their properties, uses and notes: low density LDP, high density HDP, polypropylene, polyvinyl chloride, that is PVC, and polystyrene. They have variable composition. On the basis of their properties, their use is opted, which type of material is required for which type of product, that up to that, and that certain advantage and disadvantage, they make it responsible for their use in different types of variety of products. The principal ingredients of the various plastic materials used for containers is the thermoplastic polymer, along with substantial amount of plasticizer, fillers, and antioxidants. These ingredients are not usually chemically bounded in the formulation and therefore may migrate out of the plastic, and they may affect the stability of the product. Thermoplastic polymers melt at elevated temperature. All plastic materials listed in the table, except low density polyethylene and polystyrene, can be autoclaved, but almost all softens at autoclaving temperature. So that is the great drawback for the plastic containers. Flexible polyethylene containers are used for ophthalmic solutions and flexible PVC bags for intravenous solutions. Polypropylene and the copolymers of the polyethylene polypropylene is most widely used in the parenterals because high melting point, that is 165 degrees centigrade, low permeability to gases and water vapor. It is translucent in nature. It will withstand autoclaving temperatures. These are the advantages of that. As the density increases, the material becomes stiffer. It has higher melting temperature. It becomes less permeable to the gases and vapors and becomes less resistant to the stress cracking. Plastic tubes are also available for packaging of pharmaceutical products. They may be laminated. Permeation problem, which can be overcome by the lamination of the tubes. Drug plastic interaction, as we discussed with materials like glass plastic, that permeation, leaching, sorption, and chemical reactivity, these are important drug plastic interactions. Then third material is metal. They are rigid, impermeable to light, moisture, and gases. They are light in weight as compared to glass, but are expensive and can react with certain chemicals or drugs. Metals may shed particles into the pharmaceutical products. They are used as bottle, box, or collapsible tube. Tin, aluminum, and lead. In case of tin, they are most expensive and ductile. They are preferred for food and pharmaceuticals. It is chemically inert and very compatible. Tin can alloyed with copper, that is 0.5% for stiffing with lead, and antimony 0.3% for hardness. आप बात कर लें. Aluminium, light in weight, cheap and attractive. Lead has the lowest cost and widely used for non-food products, adhesive, paints, lubricants, and with internal lining of the fluoride toothpaste. So whatever the toothpaste we see, they have the material of lead, but they are having that it has the lowest cost, but with internal lining of the fluoride. It should never be used for products taken internally due to lead poisoning. Another material is paper, then rubber. Paper is used in envelopes, cartons, corrugated boxes, and drums to provide additional mechanical protection to the materials, like strip and blister packs of the tablet, capsule, suppository, and pessaries. Collapsible tubes of ointments, creams, and gels, as well as liquid preparations, may be packed in an outer paperboard carton. It can be combined with the plastic to form files. Another material is rubber. Rubber is mainly used for construction, closures meant for vials, transfusion, fruit bottles, dropping bottles, and washers. Natural rubber, neoprene rubber, and butyl rubbers are used for pharmaceutical products. Collapsible tubes. The collapsible metal tube is an attractive container that permits controlled amount to be dispensed easily. The tubes of tin, aluminum, and lead are most commonly used. Laminates of tin coated lead provides the appearance and oxidation resistance, while in case of aluminum, hardens in use, causing tubes to develop leakages. Lining in the collapsible tubes. If the product is not compatible with the bare metal, the interior can be flushed with wax type formulations or with resin solutions. A tube with epoxy lining costing 25% more than same with tube uncoated. Tin containers are preferred for food pharmaceuticals because it is inert and compatible with a wide range of products. There are certain evaluation parameters: leakage test, powder test, water tech test, collapsibility test, and water vapor permeation test. There are certain physicochemical tests also, like light absorption, non-volatile matter, residue and ignition, heavy metal test, buffering capacity, and oxidizable substances test. These are applicable for different packaging materials which are used for packaging of pharmaceutical formulations. Evaluation of secondary packaging materials is important for the after evaluation. It can be assessed that what type of products will have the stability during their shelf life, and on that basis we can finalize the container and packaging material which may be suitable for a product by a F&D scientist. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. So, guys, we have our director, sir, here in the meeting. So, I would like to invite our director, sir, to please enlighten the program with his words. Dear sir, please. Dear director, sir.
So, thank you very much, sir. First of all, I am highly thankful to you, sir, for accepting our invitation, and you have given your precious time. And from core of my hearts, I was late near about 5 minutes because presentation is going on.
No
So this
problem,
is
sir.
our moral duty to welcome our guests. So one of the guests is the very, very renowned senior professors. And so I welcome you, sir, from core of my heart at ISF College of Pharmacy. And today I have listened your complete lecture. You have given very excellent information related to the packaging material and how to the material use and what is the guidelines, including the parental and each and everything with the benefits as well as the application. So each and everybody know that packaging is play very important role in any form. Either it may be the dosage form, after the dosage form with the packaging it is in the proper manner and as per the guidelines, then it will be the useful to the consumer. So obviously it is the one of the most important parts. In those days itself, this is the complete degree under the category of the packaging. So thank you very much. And sir, this ISF dialogue series, because we have started initially and conducted near about 150 lecture with the different institution including IITs, NIPER and all. After that, we have taken the decision to we can involve all these our partner and all our associate those we have the MOU, so that we can exchange our ideas and we can provide the knowledge to the student professionals, those who are involved in the pharmacy profession. So thank you very much, because I know that this types of the interaction and involvement always it will be the beneficial to the society as well as the peoples, and not only the requirement of any professional body like the NAC and NBA. What this is the need to do some of the joint support, so that we can exchange our ideas, our views, our research, as well as we come to know that how to resolve the problem related to the academic research, and number of time we can also connect with the resources. So some of the common alumni from the both of the institute and some of the platform we can work together also. So this is the one of the more space. Thank you to coordinator of today's function, Satyam Khareji, to provide the
Thank you, sir.
opportunity to interact Dr. Akhlesh Singhai sir. And I think this is a virtual meeting after the long time. We
Long time,
can
sir.
come
Yeah.
through the face to face. So I hope that
Sure, sure.
in the near future we can meet together and
Uh,
work together some of the specific purpose. So thank
sure,
you
sir.
very much, sir, again, and welcome you, sir.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you, sir, for your very informative and important lecture, what is very useful and easy to understand for all the pharmacy students. This will definitely very helpful for the listeners and viewers of our field too. I request all the listeners and viewers to put your queries, if any, related to this talk in the chat box, and so we will reply very soon. Before closing the session, once again, I heartily thankful to Dr. Akhlesh Kumar Singhai sir for accepting our invitation on very short period of time and gives his crucial time to us for from his busy schedule and sharing the valuable expertise for the budding pharma professionals in the packaging industries. I thankful to our worthy chairman, sir, Sri Praveen Gargji, who provide us such a wonderful platform at ISFCP for the dialogue series. I'm also thankful to our worthy director, Professor Dr. G.D. Gupta, sir, who joined with us on this esteemed program. I also thankful to our head of IQAC and IIC cell, who join us and by whom this program gets conducted a great successful. And to last but not the least, I also thankful to all our viewers and listeners who join us from various mediums and connected to watch and listen to this program. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Sir, namaskar.
Satyam recording